Welcome back to the Lost Artistry Lash channel. My name is Anna and today I'm going to be doing a full classic set on my model Shelly. Shelly has quite round eyes, and typically with round eyes we'd like to elongate the appearance, but we don't want to droop down the outer corners, so we have to be very strategic with our mapping today. Shelly already has very lifted natural lashes, so to complement those I'm going to be working with a B curl, and depending on how I feel when I'm working, I might throw a few C's in there as well to lift her eye. I'm going to be doing a full style assessment as well as all my mapping details, my diameter choice, and how I'd like to complement her eye shape. All right, let's get into the mapping. Shelly has very round eyes. It's kind of a mix between an almond and an open eye shape. So as I've mentioned before, Shelly has naturally lifted lashes. So I'm going to be working with a B curl up until about this point, and then I'm going to switch to a C curl to lift these outer corners. When working with round eyes, we really want to be sure that we're not drooping the eye. So if I were to put my longest lengths on her very outer corners, that would accentuate her eye downwards. So we want to be lifting everything up. So I'll also be working with direction today. I'll be directing everything outwards to give that cat eye look, but on her outer corners, I'll be directing everything up. She also has very beautiful eyebrows. They actually complement the shape of her eyes very nicely, so I want to be sure to follow that as well. I'm going to use those as a guideline, and I'm also going to be mapping out exactly where I want my set to end. So since the arch of her brow is right here, that's where I want my emphasis area to be, and it'll also lift everything up. It'll be a squirrel eye mapping, but it'll look closer to a cat eye. So I've just gone ahead and cleansed Shelly's lashes. If you'd like to see a more in-depth video on how I do that, I'll leave a link in the description below. So now I'm just going to get Shelly to look up for me. When I place my eye pads, I like to place them just below the waterline so that she doesn't feel any irritation. If we place the pads too close to the waterline, then it can possibly scrape or irritate her eyes. Close. So I just drew out my mapping, and today I decided to work with a B and C curl. I'm going to be working with direction because I want to give the illusion that we're giving her a cat eye finish, but we're actually going to be working with a squirrel eye mapping. So I'm going to be directing my lashes all the way out to the outer corner to give a swooping effect. But on her very outer corners, I'm going to be directing everything up. So this part of the set won't be very noticeable. It'll actually kind of cover underneath this area. I'm going to be working with a 0.15 diameter today because Shelly has very thick natural lashes and they're actually really nice in length. So I'm about halfway done my set. I worked from the inner corner all the way out to the outer corner. The reason I chose to do it this way is because I'm working with direction. So I'm directing my inner corner lashes up And as I transition to about the middle of the eye, I slowly start directing my lashes outward. This way it'll give a cat eye finish without actually doing a cat eye mapping. As I said before, we're working with a squirrel mapping to bring emphasis to this area of her eye, just where the arch of the brow is. So I'm working very close to the lash line because she has very, very blonde lashes. So I want to make sure that I get as close to the lash line as possible to avoid giving her the appearance that she has lashes that are grown out. Lighting is also very important when working with blonde lashes. This will help us really see where all of those fine natural lashes grow from, and it'll help us also avoid stickies. So I chose not to work with a C curl today. I'm just going to do an all B curl set. I think it'll complement her eyes really well since her lashes are already lifted on the outer corner. So it's not totally necessary to change my curl. Today I'm working with my Invisibond glue. I chose Invisibond because it gives me enough cure time to redirect the lashes. Invisibond cures after 3 seconds, so once I place my extension, it'll give me enough time to redirect the lash. So I'm just gonna place my lash, and then I'm gonna slowly just tilt it to the outer corner. Just like that. I'm also working with our Sunset Ultra tweezers today. These are my go-to tweezers for isolation because it really helps me work around all of those short, fine baby lashes. And I'm working with our Gripopotamus pickup tweezer today. I really like the curvature when working with these, and I find that they're perfect for classic pickup. I'll be sure to tag all of the products and leave links in the description below. And the last thing I want to talk about is when I'm working heavily with direction, I really love to work with my inspection mirror. So by using my inspection mirror, I can see how all of my lashes are flowing. And if there's any extensions that I misdirected, then I'll be able to see from my client's point of view. So I really love to have this on hand for all of my lash sets actually, but especially when working with direction today, it's really, really helpful.